Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewy, you're not neither any of these blokes, except this bloke is a different kind of Stewy. This is Stewy The Ham. Stewy The Ham from 1AR clan in the T43, kicking us off in today's Saturday extravaganza. Going to see a bit of Tier 7 in this game, and the rest will be Tier 6. I think they're all on the Aussie server actually. Stewy The Ham's been an absolute asset to 1AR and the World of Tanks community. That's why he's a community contributor. He does YouTube, he does Twitch, and he also made that epic intro that you just saw at the start of the YouTube video, the outro that you'll see at the end, and he does also my Twitch intro and all that kind of stuff. Very talented young man, known for his interesting paint jobs on his tanks, and the T43 is no exception. This is the T43, the Tier 7 Russian Medium Tank. It looks like he's on a mission to block a heap of damage. Unsure if he's going to do that one. He might get the light tank mission. We'll see how he goes. We're on airfield, and Stewy The Ham, community contributor, all-round nice guy, and so he's got an interesting sense of humour when it comes to painting his tanks. He's in the T43. The T43 with the 85mm guns. He tries to shoot the AMD French-wheeled light tank. It's a little bit quick for him though. 85mm gun, 180 alpha damage, 144 penetration with standard ammunition, which is enough to go through the front of the KV3. Not too bad at all. Tries to do it again, doesn't get away with it. Switches to APCR. APCR's premium on this bad boy, 194 penetration with that 180 damage. So what's that? An extra 50mm penetration, that's about that much. 2-1's a score. Stewy The Ham from 1AR in the T43 on airfield, looking for a mission. He's also looking to carry the hell out of this game. A few of the tanks have dropped off. A few tanks been taken out of the game from both teams. 3-3's a score. Stewy The Ham on 177 damage. He's just getting warmed up. There's that light tank again. Don't think he can get that mission now. The mission's to kill 2 light tanks. He can't get that one. We'll see if he can get the block damage mission. I don't know. 3-3's a score. Just kicking back here, and this is a spot where you might see a lot of medium tanks go. They're in where the fight's going to be on airfield. Let's be honest. This is where it all happens, in the middle of the map. You see a bit of action down the south, but looking in the south, the Type 64 and the STRV-74, they're both sort of on their own there. They're running around there trying to find what's happening in the south, but they're not really seeing too much. Firefly back there, top tier, or almost not quite top tier. He's sniping like an absolute legend back there with the IKV, whatever the hell that is. Couple of arties. VK2801 sniping from the back. ARL45 in the fight in the middle, and Stewy The Ham getting ready to carry the hell out of this game. Puts one into the Firefly VC. Brings his damage up to 860. He's just getting warmed up though. He's only taken one damaging shot, I think, for 145 from the... I shouldn't have said that, should I? Shouldn't have said that. What would you have... Is that what you thought the VK3601H would be? It's a very interesting spot for a heavy tank. Hopefully, all 3 artillery players are licking their lips and looking at that VK3601H. And look, one of them's done it. That last shot, did he get damaged then by the VK? Starts to shoot the VK. That VK's starting to regret his life decisions, I think. Shoots him again, takes him down to 22 hit points. And just keep your finger on the left mouse button, mate. You'll get yourself a kill. No problems whatsoever. 1 kill to Stewy The Ham from 1AR clan in the T43, the Tier 7 Russian medium tank, carrying the middle of airfield. He said highway then. Carrying the middle of airfield like an absolute legend. That Firefly VC, who's come into the front of the fight, he picks up his kill, getting rid of the ARL44, but the IKV65-2 kills a Firefly VC. Speaking of the Firefly VC, there's a tank that looks like that at Oz Armour Fest. That's the last place I met Stewy The Ham. I've met him a few times, and a nice bloke. And also, if you ever get the opportunity to get up to Cairns for Oz Armour Fest in August, then I strongly recommend you do so. Because you get to see it. You get to see a Firefly tank. You get to see there's a hell of a lot of tanks up there. A lot of them are in water tanks as well. Puts one into the Striv. The friendly Striv crashes. I think he might have just crashed off the side of that southern peninsula. I'm not too sure. 1,531 damage done. 1 kill. The score's still 7-7. Stewy The Ham will be thinking, what do I have to do to carry this game? It should be said, he's not getting a massive amount of support from his team. The Fireflies finally come up. Switches to HE and puts one through the Hellcat. Shoots him again for his 2nd kill. For the first time in a long time, they're winning this game now. 8-7. 2 kills to Stewy The Ham from 1AR clan in the T43. 2,101 damage done. That doesn't count the blind shots. There was the kill shot on that VK who was camping, or snipe, whatever he was trying to do up here. The kill shot on that was not a that won't be registered in his total damage done down here on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Spots the AMX 13F3. He'll be getting a little bit nervous now. The VK28 still back at the base. Not sure when he's thinking it's time to move forward. 9-7 the score. 10-7 now as my old mate Proverb Bob at the M44 kills the AMX 13F3, and Stewy The Ham finds the Super Hellcat in an interesting position with the Firefly. Is the Firefly running forward to shoot this guy or what? Come on, man. I can't see the health on that Super Hellcat diminishing very much. Now he is. Now he's decided, yep, I'm brave now. I'm coming forward. Looks like Stewy The Ham goes, right, yeah, the Firefly should have the Super Hellcat covered. You'd think so. T34-85 is just spotted back here as well. Is the T34-85 a good tank destroyer? I don't know. But unfortunately, the Firefly lost that fight with the Super Hellcat. Stewy was thinking, I thought he had him covered, surely. The VK2801 indicates in the chat that he's going after those SPGs. After sitting behind the friendly SPGs all game, he's decided, now I've grown a set of balls and I'm going to go searching for these artilleries. Well, I'm glad that Stewy The Ham found them first. That VK2801 can get stuffed as far as I'm concerned. Artillery tries to shoot the SU8. Stewy kills it, and now he's looking at the S51 to wind up this game. Shoots and misses. SU51 looking hell. I'm hoping the SU51 derps that VK2801. Let's see how he goes in the end of this on the battle result. 13-8. This is the last tank. Stewy The Ham's going to kill it, hopefully for his 5th kill, and comfortably carries that game 14-8. Let's have a look at the result before we move on to the next replay, the next Ace Tanker replay in today's Tier 7 and Tier 6 extravaganza. That was an interesting one, that's for sure. That was an interesting one indeed. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Stewy The Ham from 1AR Clan. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch and YouTube. His link's going to be down below. And he also does a lot of work for other community contributors and content creators, making those intros and outros and all that kind of stuff for all, mainly Aussies, but I'm sure there are a few others as well. All really good fun stuff. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Hand of God for surviving and winning the game, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. The Spotter Medal for doing over 1,000 assisted damage because he was up the front, he wasn't up the back with the light tanks. Bruiser Medal for doing some internal module and crew member damage. Also the Duelist Fighter, 5 for effect. He got some bonds for the Pascucci's Medal for killing those 2 artilleries, as well as a high caliber for carrying the hell out of that game. 3,123 hit points of damage done, 5 kills, 1454 base experience. He fired 32 shots, 23 hit, 20 penned. Bit of spotting, bit blocked, and for the record, the VK2801 did nothing. Just saying, if you're in a light tank and you're back behind artilleries, you're doing it wrong. And I don't care what tier you're in. Shout out to Provo Bob, who had a ripper as well in the M44. Even though that was not a premium tank, it still made plenty of credits. 67,500 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. And he might have had a clan booster running as well for that one. Not too bad, little Stewy. Not too bad at all. Let's move on to game number 2 in this extravaganza. This is my old mate Maui. Maui in the M6, running around on, it's not Fisherman's, Westfield. Running around on Westfield. He's gone up to, he's, again, not top tier, but just because he's not top tier doesn't mean he's sniping at the back like a tank destroyer or whatever. They're down by 1 tank. The Hellcat's been taken out early. We missed that first bit. I was waffling on, talking about the other game. But Maui from Mihi Clan, he's on board with 1AR as well. I've known Maui for a long time, a really nice bloke as well. And he's looking at the King Tiger saying, "You beauty, I'll take that extra XP by shooting a heavy tank that's higher tier than me." And just farm this damage. The M6 is a Tier 6 American heavy tank. It does look funny, I'll give you that. It's a funny looking tank. We used to use them in Tier 6 skirmishes and claymores before the good Tier 6 tanks were invented. Looks like this was part of the Christmas, when the Christmas promotion was on. You could pick a couple of tanks or a tank from each tier or most tiers to get bonus XP and all that kind of stuff. Maui in the M6 is smashing the KV3, the King Tiger, the other KV3. Was there an IS there? No, the IS is on Maui's team. The IS-2, though, comes around the corner and shoots him in the side, kills his gunner, and he's also on a mission for this one. He's on a mission to cap the base and do 4,000 damage. He's also on a mission to get an ace That's for the Excalibur. Without giving too much away, we know he's going to get an ace. The score's 3-3. Maui from Mihi clan. Now he's back on board with 1AR clan in the M6, a Tier 6 American heavy tank. It's got the 90mm gun, 240 alpha damage, 160 penetration with standard, 243 with APCR, which is premium ammunition in this tank. Is doing heavy tank stuff on the heavy tank ridgeline, and looking at all these. Every time he shoots a Tier 7 tank, being bottom tier, he gets more XP than he would if he would have shot a Tier 6 or below tank. That's how it works when you're lower tier, and that's what maybe I think that low tier light tank on that last game that we saw, maybe he doesn't understand that, or he can still spot. But anyway, might be a new player as well, so let's not dwell on that guy too much. KV3 over there goes down to Maui for his second kill in the M6, the Tier 6 American heavy tank. Nearly 2,000 hit points of damage done, nearly 1,000 assisted damage. Artillery kills the King Tiger C, and that brings the score up to 6-3. What was that mission again? The mission's to do 4,000 damage and cap. Not sure if he's going to do 4,000 damage, not at Tier 6 anyway. The mission that we're looking for, this is to get the Alliance 15 for the hero. He wants to get an ace. He's already got the first classes for his normal conditions for this mission. He's going on a mission to get it for with honours, because when you get it with honours, you get the orders, you get the bonus rewards and all that kind of stuff. Rolling over the hill, he doesn't care that the IS-2's looking at him. He shoots him once. He's not, is he? He is. Kamikaze medal confirmed by ramming a higher tier tank to death. Shoots his gun, doesn't wait to reload. He knew that if he reloaded, that IS-2 could have. Oh, could the IS-2 kill him on 245 health? I reckon he could. I reckon that's well over 300 alpha damage on the IS-2s, or the IS and the IS-2s. Anyway, the score's 9-3. We're playing on Westfield. Maui from Mihi clan now on board with 1AR. In the M6, a Tier 6 American heavy tank, rolling towards that E25 thinking, there's a bit more damage to be got here. The E25's on 606 hit points. Maui's already done 2,176, nearly 1,000 assisted damage, a little bit blocked too. Oh, he was looking for a blind shot into. Oh, there's Promo Bob again. He was in the first replay as well. You can't get away from him in his M44. 12-4 the score. There's only 2 tanks remain. It's the E25. Now that's the fast and the little cockroach tank. It's going to take the E25 a few shots to kill Maui. And wow, there's nothing wrong with the view range on the M25 as Maui puts one into the back of the premium German tank destroyer, the one that didn't get the nerf, of course, when the all tank destroyers got a bit of a camo nerf years ago. Now the tank destroyers didn't used to lose their camo. They would still be hard to spot. At least at least the little ones would still be hard to spot, even when they fired. And some of the tank destroyers had really big, high alpha, loud guns, and the decision was made to nerf them years ago. But of course, Wargaming have got that policy that they're really, really scared to nerf premium tanks. That's not a policy I agree with at all. But they're nervous to nerf premium tanks because people have spent their hard-earned money on it, and I understand that. But personally, I think balance is more important than anything else. But anyway, Maui not only is picked up an ace, he got the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for that game, which would complete the Alliance set of missions with honours, which is an absolute ripper. Bruiser for doing some enemy crew or internal modular damage. Jewelers for killing 2 tanks that cause damage to his tank. Fire for effect for doing more hit points than the hit points of his vehicle. He got a bond for the high caliber and the Kamikaze medal. That is the absolute ripper with that ram kill and that IS-2 in the middle part of that game. 2,637 hit points of damage done. 3 kills, 1235 base experience. He fired 15 shots, 12 hit, and they all penned. It looks like 2 shots sniped, 947 assisted damage, and he made over 56,000 credits in that game that went for less than 5 minutes with a premium tank. Not too bad, Maui. Not too bad at all. Well done on the missions, and I reckon he'll be flying through the rest of those missions before you know it. Let's move on to game number 3. Game number 3 is in a tank that should need no introduction at all. This is Captain Nemo. Captain Nemo from NZAD clan. Shout out to those guys. NZAD been around for a long time, and they're always up for a good laugh. And Captain Nemo, I can't remember the last time I did a I don't think this is the first replay Captain Nemo submitted, but hopefully it's not going to be the last. This is the KV2R. The KV2R. R doesn't stand for rental. R stands for something else. But it's a premium tank anyway, and it's very, very similar. In fact, I think it's exactly the same as the KV2 in the tech tree. The difference is it's a premium tank, so you can utilise a better crew. You can put your tier 10 crews into this tank, which is what I've done. I've got this tank. It was part of the Valhalla promotion a couple of years ago now. Haven't seen it for sale too many times. It's got the massive derp gun, and let's have a look at it. It's a 152mm gun. For reference, there's a 152mm gun of the ISU 152. That's where the 152 comes from. It's a big derp machine. Of course, the characteristics are a little bit different. This is the derpy derp one. 86 penetration. Sounds like nothing, and it's not much at all, but it's HE. 910 potential damage. So if you do get a penetrating shot into something like, looking at the enemy team, like the Saint Emile, the Super Hellcat, the M12, or even the Hellcat or the Jackson, it's certainly doable. You might get that massive wow penetration, but shoot something heavily armoured like the Tiger P, you might only get 326, but it's better than bouncing, right? That's the selling point, I guess, with the KV2, the KV2R, also the OI. There's an OI on Captain Nemo's team as well. Is he on a mission? He's on a mission to get 6 kills. Also on a mission to do exactly what Maui did, to get an ace. Well, it's an extravaganza. And extravaganzas are generally all aces. If he gets a top gun, though, he'll be getting 2 missions at once. Let's see if he can. Looking for the commander's hatch on the Tiger P. And what did I tell you about a penetrating shot? What the happened there? 1,035 hit points. That was not only did it penetrate, but he got a half decent roll there. The average damage is 910. Average damage is 910. He got 1,035. That's 10%. 10% more. Nothing wrong with that at all. 1-1's the score now. Captain Nemo from NZAD in the KV2R, the premium tier 6 Russian heavy tank. He's on 1361 damage. He's got that big wow shot into the Tiger P, the top tier heavy tank in this team. And unfortunately, the shot towards the ARL A44 doesn't find its mark, so he backs up. He's looking back on his tank to make sure he's angled right, just in case someone does pop out and shoot. Of course, there's an OI just to his left, and the OI's got another derp gun. Ooh, does that look like a derp gun on the OI? I'm not sure. Not too sure at all. That one hits the ARL, doesn't penetrate, but it still picks up 352 hit points of damage. The OI kills the Tiger P, and that sound from the OI didn't sound like it was the derp gun. Maybe the derp gun's not unlocked yet, or maybe he's just not too sure how to do it. The Super Hellcat rolls forward, takes a shot, but shoots and kills the ARL 44, bringing the score up to 4-2. Captain Nemo from NZAD clan in the KV2R, the Tier 6 Premium Russian heavy tank. Not the most accurate gun in the world, as we just saw. He's up to 1,713 hit points of damage, which is double the hit points he's brought into this game. And so if he does nothing else, he could still hold his head high and say, well, he did a little bit. But, a little bit, more than a little bit. Captain Nemo he'll look at that Hellcat and think, oh, yeah, if I can hit that Hellcat, that's what he's doing. Look at that. He's slowly pushing the dead tank out the way. Blocks a shot from the T29. That's handy. Looks like 320. And that was APCR as well. Maybe the T29 doesn't have the top gun on the T29. I'm not sure. The T34-100 gets killed in the middle of the map. The Tiger C gets killed by the M4A3E8. That's also in the middle of the map. And now they're down by a tank, 4-5. Captain Nemo from NZAD playing the KV2R, the Tier 6 Premium Russian heavy tank. One with a dirt gun. Ooh, I thought he might have fired. Don't hold your fire. Wait to get a better shot. Didn't quite hit the Hellcat. The Hellcat on Nemo's team goes down, but so does the Easy 8 on the enemy team. That's all happening in the middle of the map. There's 2 enemy tanks here. The T29, top tier heavy tank in this game. Berserker, and that's a pretty cool name. And of course the Hellcat at tier 6 as well. 5-7 the score. He's going to have to put his carry pants on if he's going to win this one. They're down by 2 tanks. The middle looks interesting. That's a better shot. Did he just penetrate? He must have. 984 damage into the T29. That T29 driver will be thinking, well, there you go. I know that I've been shot. Now, that brings his damage up to 2,697 hit points. Super Hellcat there's trying to poke. He's on 2 hit points. Try not to poke, man. That's going to be... You're not going to bounce anything if they shoot you, Super Hellcat. Now, the enemy Hellcat is about there, exactly where Captain Nemo's aiming. When I was excited about that penetrating shot into the T29, at the same time, the Hellcat fired in Captain Nemo's general direction. Hit him. He blocked it, but it didn't get lit. So, the Captain Nemo the Captain Nemo, the Super Hellcat. Probably got a decent camo crew. There goes the T29, getting rid. That's his first kill of this game, but it's a top tier heavy tank. Pretty happy about that one. He's rolling back here, side scraping like a boss because he knows the T34-85 might be after him. He shoots the Super Hellcat instead, and that brings the score back to 6-9. They're down by 3 tanks now. T34-85 shoots in Captain Nemo's direction, hoping for a shot. Misses Captain Nemo's KV2R. Captain Nemo looking now towards the bushes. If the Hellcat pokes, he's dead. If the T34-85 pokes, he might be a bit dead. The T34-85 was on about 300 hit points. The score's 7-9. Bounces the T34-85 for 160. That doesn't sound... Is that 160? Oh yeah, T6. Maybe that's what he does. T34-85 on the other part of the map goes down, as does this one. He looks like he fired towards Captain Nemo, but didn't panic. 3,349 hit points of damage. He's running food. Now this food is going to help this gun reload quicker, and he really wants it to reload as quick as he can. Because if he shoots that, if he gets that Hellcat, he can probably afford. He can afford to take a shot from the Hellcat, but he doesn't know what else is around the corner. Look at all these dead tanks. There's hundreds of them. And this is where he's making an executive decision here. He's thinking, well, if I get shot, I can take the 240 hit points and still be on 61. And but if I don't get shot, I might block it, and I might pick up a kill as well, getting rid of the Tier 6 American tank destroyer. He gets spotted. 6 cents goes off. If the Hellcat shoots him, he might spot him. But it looks like the Hellcat is holding his fire, knowing that the KV2R big derpy gun could be painful. Look how far away the Super Hellcat's. Not the Super Hellcat, the normal one. So he's leading his target, waiting. No, he's going to stop. He's going to stop shooting. Get him. He gets him. He gets him for 570 hit points and his third kill. That brings the score back to 11-9 because the M12 also got killed by the M4 in the middle of the map. And look, these guys have been up here for some time. The T34-85 and the VK30-01D. They got kills. They both got kills, so they're not just sitting there. They've just got another kill, getting rid of the Super Hellcat. Unfortunately, the T34-85 went down to the T20. But he misses that auto aim. Fired and missed. I think he might have shot the rock there into the Saint Emile. Cops a damaging shot. HE from the Saint Emile. Oh, that's not right. The Saint Emile shouldn't be firing 8. The Saint Emile had to fire normal ammunition. Would he have killed the KV2 on 208 hit points? I'm not too sure. Ooh, it's not. We talked about accuracy earlier. Now, unfortunately, he won't be able to get 6 kills. He's got 3 different types. He's killed tanks of 3 different types, no problems. But he won't be able to get his 6 kills because, there's only 1 tank left. And it's that Jackson that he's looking at right in front. His gun's loaded now. He's thinking, well, might as well go for it. In for a penny, in for a pound. Don't fire. He's just rolling forward now. Now that Jackson hasn't hit him yet. He could maybe. Artillery takes a dip. Takes him down to 392 hit points. And is he going to roll in? It's going to go bang. Auto aim. Shoots. And Jackson does shoot him, but all that Jackson did was damage his tracks. And Captain Nemo picks up his 4th kill, winds up the game, and says, I'm pretty happy with that result, Stewie. I might just send you the replay. And you can do the same thing. Discord's the best way to get it to me, or in-game, but in-game sometimes I miss the in-game messages that people send me, especially with the replays. That was an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Captain Nemo from NZAD Clan. In the KV2R. It looks different on what replays, but it's how good is that? Not only does it look good, it feels good, and it shoots good. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Bruiser, duelist, fighter, fire for effect. He got the high caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. He did 4,311 hit points of damage. The bloke with the second amount had 1,600, so he's done more than double. So nearly triple? No, not quite. More than double anyway. More than double the amount of hit points than the bloke who got second. 4 times the amount of hit points of damage than the people who got 3rd place in that game. 1,889 base experience. That is a big base score. It's a big base score because he was shooting tier 7s and he's a tier 6. As mentioned in Maui's replay on Westfield, if you're a low tier, or if you're shooting tanks of higher tier, you get more XP, and that more XP, the higher that XP score is, the more chance it's going to be an ace tanker. The more experience you get, of course, and the more credits and all that kind of stuff. And the more you'll train up your crews and all that kind of jazz. 13 shots fired, 8 hit, 5 penned. Of course, with penetrations are different when it comes with TG rounds. So even those 3 penetrating shots still did damage. The 3 non-penetrating shots still did damage. He blocked 800, he got a bit of assisted damage, and he even made credits, 123,000 credits. That's after tax. With a premium account in that 9-minute game. It is a premium tank as well, so you get that bonus credit making, and he had some kind of booster running as well by the looks of it. Not bad, Captain Nemo. Thanks for the replay. Thanks for that was an absolute ripper in on Fjords. Let's move on to our fourth and final replay. This is Shell Sponge. Shell Sponge from 7ACAV. Shell Sponge is a community contributor as well. He does some beautiful things on YouTube and Twitch. Check him out. Link will be down below. He's going the Valley of Death on Lakeville. Well, look out. Anything could happen here. That's better. Coffee hasn't quite gone cold, but it's getting there. Is he on a mission? He's on a mission to track some stuff. He'll track some stuff. Don't worry about that. He'll get that easy. He's not going to get that mission. Anyway, we're on the Valley of Death in Lakeville. Shell Sponge from 7ACAV. He's platooned up with his old mate Biofuel, also from 7ACAV. Great bunch of lads and ladettes there in 7ACAV. I'm in contact with a lot of them, and they're always up for a good laugh, that's for sure. 0-0 is the score. He's kicking back here on the. This is the place where you spot stuff. You spot stuff on the Valley of Death. He spotted a Type 58, a P43 BIS, and a T34-85M. Now, Shell Sponge has been driving this T34-85M for a while now. I've seen a few replays in it. He's got a mark of excellence, and he's got the groovy Bring the Heat camo on it, or style you would call it. Spots the Hellcat sniping back there. Oh, it doesn't get the assisted damage, so maybe the Chi-Ri spotted the Hellcat. Shell Sponge though, looking for shots on the P43 Biz, the T6s. T6s there. There are T7s in this game as well. GW Panther, Super Hellcat, SU100M1, Oni and KV3, all on the enemy team. None of those have been spotted down this Valley of Death, which tells me that most of them are... Super Hellcat's probably sniping, the SU could be doing anything, and the heavies are probably going city. However, on Shell Sponge's team, he's got a few Tier 7s as well. The EBR Hotchkiss, the French wheeled light tank. That's a fun tank to drive. The T25-2, Challenger, Chi-Ri and Tiger. The Chi-Ri is with Shell Sponge. He's backed off though because he's lost a hell of a lot of his hit points. They're winning 2-0 though. 2 of the Tier 6s have been killed. Shell Sponge loses his gunner and his gun. As he kicks back here, sort of angling, trying to get spots on the enemy team. He's up to 338 hit points of damage done so far. He's running the 85mm gun, which is the only option because it's a premium tank. This is a tank that was given out as part of a mission, or a marathon mission you might call it, ages ago now, and a very, very solid Tier 6 medium tank indeed. Some would say the best T6 medium tank in the game. Some would say. I'm not sure I would. Between that and the Crommy B, I would guess. 2-2's the score. This is an 85mm gun, hence the name, the T34-85. 180 alpha damage. That's not bad for Tier 6. 144 penetration with standard, 194 with APCR, which is premium on this tank. He still hasn't fixed his gunner. I'm not sure if he hasn't realised that he's hasn't got an injured gunner, or if he's saying it's all right. I might need it for something else. 2-2's the score. Shell Sponge from 7ACAV in the T34-85M, the Tier 6 premium Russian medium tank. The city is looking like it's in trouble. That SU100M1 that we talked about before just got the kill on the KV85, and that was over in the city. But even on the Valley of Death, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 6 tanks on the enemy team that have been spotted. And Shell Sponge thinking, I think I might need to relocate here, and we'll see what he's going to do. And we'll see it at double quick speed. Bring the heat. That's the big. That's the style. That looks fucking beautiful, doesn't it? Type 58 goes down to the M44. The Chi-Ri finally gets killed by the GW Panther. That's the same GW Panther that Shell Sponge spotted not too long ago down there at K2, K3 on the southern spawn. It tells me he's got a pretty good crew in this tank. And if he can get the vision all the way down there to the GW Panther at K2, K3, he's doing something right, that's for sure. 558 hit points left on Shell Sponge's tank. He just fixes his gunner. He's done 338 hit points of damage. Looks at the SU, doesn't want to fire, switches to APCR, so he doesn't get spotted, doesn't waste the chance of getting spotted, switches to APCR. The reload time is pretty quick on this tank. They're down by 2. He knows he's going to put his carry pants on pretty soon. Excuse me. Kicking back here, looking at that middle road. That SU100M1 could get rid of him in, I reckon, 2 shots. The Tiger 1 is persisting with the Valley of Death. I really think that Tiger 1 is going to be eaten alive if he starts poking down there. He is spotting for artillery, I'll give him that much. But a big, slow, heavy Tier 7 German heavy tank is certainly going to be in a little bit of trouble. 3-5's the score. Shell Sponge looks towards a Jackson, says can make the scoreboard look a little bit better. He shoots, but the other T34-85M kills the Jackson. Finds the SU-100M1, doesn't get spotted, starts shooting the tracks. He wants to keep him tracked, wants to lock him down, shoots him again, doesn't track him, but he does damaging. One more shot should kill him. Bang, there he goes. Gets rid of the top tier Russian tank destroyer, top tier in this game, and he's still looking. Look at the Oni. He hasn't been spotted, Shell Sponge. I know he's going to have 6 cents on this tank. I think we saw it go off before. 6-5 the score. Everybody back here is shooting at this Oni. Everybody back here. Look at the mini-map. Look at all these tanks over there. They're all there ready to shoot the Oni. Shell Sponge. I'm going to have to do it myself. I know I'm going to get spotted here. Puts one shot into him. Wants to try to turn the turret of the Tier 7 Japanese heavy tank. 6-6 the score as a T34-85M. Goes down to the P43, and now that Oni is wide awake. Artie can't hit him. Maybe he's too close. He's too close until low. Shell Sponge looks towards the Hellcat. This will make the scoreboard look a little bit bigger. Finally, the Tiger 1 on the Valley of Death gets taken out, and the enemy team has got 3 tanks tied up on that valley. Unfortunately, or unfortunately, depends how you look at it, Shell Sponge's team is all in the corner. M44 and the Dickermax, one artillery, 3 tank destroyers, and 1 medium tank are all back there. The 40 TP, he's on full health, so I'm not really sure what good he thinks he's going to do back there. It could be a new player. Shell Sponge, though, recognises the Oni. Now, if you know this guy, Beauregard, he's no dummy. He's been around for a long time. You see him playing all different tiers. Shell Sponge is charging the Oni. We think, oh, shit, he's going to be loaded soon. Wants to stay away from that gun. He wants to stay away from that gun. He's only got 3 premium rounds left. He's going to get dirt. He shoots him again for 196 hit points. No, the Oni fires and misses. Now stay out of the water, Shell Sponge. Stay out of the water. You're going to... Don't do it, mate. He shoots and kills the Tier 7 Japanese heavy tank. Uses the big grunt of the Russian engine to get back off that hill. Did you think he was going to drown? I thought he was gone. I thought he was gone for all money. He did enough. He's done enough to win this game. 3 kills to Shell Sponge from 7A cap. Biofuel, his platoon mate and clan mate's got a kill as well. 1,861 damage. Now, I don't know Biofuel, but imagine if you're a new player and you're platooning with Shell Sponge and you did, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? That's all right. Hold my beer. I've got this. That was a hold my beer. I've got this moment. That is for sure. Shell Sponge flying down in the T34-85M. Looking for more damage. He's hungry. There's the M4 down there in the Valley of Death. Biofuel and the other blokes. The 40 TP has finally found his W key. I heard that it fell off the keyboard, but he found it again later. The tank destroyer and the M4 both spotted down there, and Shell Sponge finds the GW Panther. That just leaves the 2 tanks in the... the Super Hellcat's right there. Is he playing? Is his gun moving, or is that just Shell Sponge driving past him? I think that's just Shell Sponge driving past him. He gets the tracking shot for that mission, but he's not going to get that mission, not today anyway, because he needs to do 2 more. 13-8 the score. They were down by a bit. Shell Sponge came back and carried it like an absolute legend. That's why you should check him out on Twitch and YouTube alike. All the links will be down there, along with all the other stuff. And shout out to the guys in 7A Cav as well. 6 kills in the end for Shell Sponge. He says, I'll take that high caliber. I'll take that Top Gun. I'll take that carry. No problems whatsoever. Shell Sponge, check him out. Links down below. That was an ace. It was also the Bruiser Medal Fire for Effect. He got 30 bonds for that, so it would have been that mission, the premium tank mission when you get, or the premium account mission when you get the 25 bonds. Oskin's Medal. There's one you don't see every day. Kill 3 enemy tanks or TDs with a medium of higher tier, though. They've got to be, that's all those tier 7s that he killed. High caliber for doing more than anybody else, 20%. Top Gun for the 6 kills. He was on Lakeville and he carried the hell out of it. 1481 base experience. 6 kills, 2601 damage done. 24 shots fired. 19 hits, 17 penned. A bit of assisted damage, a little bit blocked, and just made credits. Just 4,000 credits. Even with a premium account and a premium tank. He had to dab the 2 key, and it looks like he's paying full price for his food too, and that's why that one cost 20,000. But hopefully they'll be on sale again soon. We'll be able to stock up and buy them at half price. Shell Sponge from 7A Cav, you legend. That's the hold my beer moment if I've ever seen one in my life. Captain Nemo, you legend in the KV2R. What a tank that is. Maui in the M6, that's how you get a kamikaze against the IS when you're lower tier. And Stewy The Ham, no relation. Discount Stu from 1AA in the T43. Thanks very much for the replays, legs. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time. Oh, wow, that was massive. Once again, don't forget to check out Shell Sponge and Little Stewy. Links will be down below. YouTube, Twitch, all that kind of stuff. Thanks very much. It's been epic. I think Team Tiger is going to be going strong right now, so make sure you get on to Team Tiger if you haven't already. And thanks very much again. Take care and see you all next time.